what I have done today is basically download SPSS, the Citrix receiver, and the whole shebang down on my new laptop. I thought it would be super easy because, I work here. I have for 16 years. I've used this app before, but it was not, alas. And I found out some things that I think is really important for you guys to know. So I recorded this video in order to help you. So we begin our night's quest using SPSS through UCF apps, solving the mystery, and hopefully getting your homework done on time. So to get started, right, some tips to get you started. First of all, don't just use the main apps page. Go to the help page and then choose your platform, the platform of your computer, for the full instructions. Right? So to do that, if you're on the apps page, you can click this icon over here, or I put the link directly into this PowerPoint. So I'm going to exit out of that for a second, and then I'm going to go over here. Here we go. I'm just going to go to the login page just to show you where this is. So I tried to just, when I first did it, I tried to just follow the instructions on the main page, just click it and then log in. But there's a lot of instructions on the help page that will help you, obviously. So there's one for Windows, excuse me guys, for Mac. There's information here about how to save your files. And like if you have an iPad or other kinds of, if you're doing it on your phone, I think I saw that here. There's a couple really, I think probably useful help pages here, but that definitely helped me. Without that, I could not download it successfully. So moving on, the main tip is to absolutely download this Citrix receiver. Don't use the light version because, first of all, this semester there were a ton of problems with it. You can see there are warnings on the UCF IT website, but even when it is working properly and there's no problems, it's not as good as downloading the Citrix receiver. You have issues copying, pasting, saving, and stuff like that. So I definitely suggest downloading this Citrix receiver. And just some other tips: be persistent. Like I said, I've been working at this university using this kind of software and stuff like that for years and years and years. But, I even had problems doing it this time. So, if it doesn't work the first time, then go back and really look at it. It's usually, most people have a hard time with this app right at first. But once you get it going, it's a good app and it'll, work fine, and you can get your homework done on time, which is the ultimate quest, right? Also, ask your peers. This is a new Mac, for example. It's not going to have problems that maybe an older computer would have. You might have somebody who has a similar, like computer platform or whatever to you. And so, you might want to ask around if you're having problems, if other people with a similar situation to yours, if they can help you. And then, of course, ask the UCF help desk. That's what they are there for. They are usually really fast, like surprisingly fast. They're used to dealing with these questions, and they typically know, like, what kinds of problems people go through with certain platforms. They know, for example, if, they've tried to update the, or whatever, like they can answer questions basically that the TAs and I could never do. So here's some information about them. I also have this information, I believe, in my, different locations throughout the web course, so for if this is statistics, I have it in the syllabus and in the stats module as well. But like I said, like I've done, and I know a lot of my students have just gone to this website, submitted what they call a ticket, and they usually get back to you really fast. Like usually if it's not the weekend or something like that, like within a couple hours, and usually they can help talk you through whatever it is, whatever the issue is. I mean, definitely, like, if you feel comfortable coming to me or one of the TAs, I'm not saying don't do that. I'm saying that I will probably look at you and kind of go, oh, well, I don't know. I don't, like, I've never done this on, whatever, a Chromebook or whatever you're trying to do. So it is best, like, if you think it's just, like a quick, especially if it's a statistical problem or something like that, if you're, having a question about interpreting the output or something, by all means, come to me, come to the TAs. That kind of stuff is what we're there for, but we're not really especially trained on all the different manifestations of apps like this. So go ahead and sometimes you can work kind of in parallel too. I like to do that. So sometimes I'll submit a ticket to IT and just send an email to someone as well. So you can feel free to do that. Like, if I can help you, I will answer your question. And so you might be able to get the answer, more quickly through me in that way. It might be something I've encountered, but generally it's going to be IT that's going to be able to answer any tech problems. And when you have achieved your quest, you may now celebrate. And usually, it is quite a quest. The first time you do this, as I've said, as many people have, have experienced before. I'm sure you've either heard the horror stories or experienced this yourself, but I give you permission to, like, enjoy, a little celebration once you finally, are able to achieve this quest. So yay. And that is the end of my presentation.